Listen up, Rangers! Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today in this review we have... just back in the key. Hold up. Rotate. Oh, now I'm so far away.
You playing footsies.
Ugh, I straddle my camera. Hold on a second.
Giggity.
Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today in this review we have some Dragon Ball Star superhero figures from Bandai with Goku, superhero version, Gamma, superhero version, and Piccolo, superhero version.
Is this from the movie?
Well, yeah, it's superhero version.
After my last Dragon Ball Z movie, I know it was perfection. I would never watch another Dragon Ball Z movie.
What, you didn't like Broly?
Never watched it.
That was the last Dragon Ball movie.
Oh, I was talking about the last Dragon Ball Z movie I watched, Metal Cooler, or Return of the Metal Cooler. He kicks Vegeta in the balls.
Exactly. That's what makes it amazing. But anyways, Bandai was kind enough to send these guys to us, so thank you. And we're going to review them. Personally, I still haven't seen the movie. I've seen clips, so I know what's going on, and I know, like, Beast Gohan, you have Orange Piccolo, which I'm still waiting for that figure to come out because I want me some Orange Piccolo.
Orange Piccolo. Is that the new version?
Yeah, it's his new form where he pretty much becomes a Chad.
Oh, God. Can we stop?
But he's orange. Hey, my favorite character finally got a power-up, and I'm excited. Anyways, without further ado, further packaging. Piccolo's box does not like to sit up, but you do get the image of Piccolo here. Back of the package, it shows you everybody in this first wave, which I think, because the next wave I think is supposed to have like Gamma 2, and that's all I know. Overall, pretty solid. I like, too, that unlike a lot of the Hasbro stuff, they still keep the plastic so you can see the stupid figure. And then, for the most part, the images are all just kind of reused throughout the entire box. But nothing too complicated. Alright, so first and foremost, I guess we'll go with Piccolo here, which for his accessories, you get special beam cannon finger.
Oh, nice.
You get a pair of graspy hands. And then on the actual figure, you get clenched fist, which I'm now realizing my lighting can maybe be a little bit better. Also, I think my microphone is currently blocking some of the shadowing over here.
Yeah, that's what you get for putting the mic over there trying to hide it from me.
Let me just zoom. You don't need a mic.
I have to yell.
No, he doesn't.
That's all I know.
Exactly. But you also have the cape piece here, which, on a fun note, you can pop. Not exactly what I was aiming for, but the head is most everything on this figure is fairly easy to remove. Which, personally, I find it as a positive. Also, I like that you can see some of Piccolo's stomach sticking out from underneath the shirt.
It's actually pretty neat. Good details.
Yeah, you get a little bit of like the red and white. You got the green for the stomach piece here. But, like I mentioned, this is removable. The one thing I wish is that Piccolo could stop showing how easily he is to pop apart. Because it's not even like the joint's good there. It's just like if you adjust it too much, it just... Anyways, for the rest of the detailing, arms look good. With yellow for the muscly bits. You got green for the skin. Got some reds outlining throughout the body. Outfit done in a purple. You got the red strap here along the stomach here. You got his boots.
Yeah, why did they change that for?
Oh, it was just something they kind of updated with him. Like, he has actual, like, more standard slip-on shoes.
It looks like he has Uggs on.
I like that he even has the detailing on the back of the legs, because even the figure arts... Oh, I guess the figure arts has it a little bit. You can kind of see it right there.
Yeah.
But overall, looks like Piccolo. If I had one nitpick, I would say he's a little bit too bright. Like, the green's a little bit too harsh.
I never saw the movie, so I can't judge it, you know.
It's like the figure arts Piccolo, I think, is pretty spot on perfect. Although, I almost kind of wish these were a little bit brighter on there. So it's kind of like you win some, you lose some. But I think overall, like, sculpt-wise, this thing is pretty well spot on. It could just maybe use a little bit more harsher edges to kind of show off a little bit more of that detail. But to be honest, this is probably the best Piccolo they've made. Also, if you want to swap out the parts, so if you want to put the special beam cannon on the fingies, you just...
Does he have a special beam cannon?
You got the hand, but you don't get the effect.
Oh!
Which, yeah, would have been kind of nice to maybe have the beam. Would have brought up the price on these guys? Probably. To be fair, the figure arts one didn't come with one either. Like, currently what's on his arm is from a Lightning Collection figure.
That's still stupid, though.
But it works.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
His arm's crackling. He's like,
No,
special beam cannon!
No, it's not.
Anyways, for his articulation. He's got articulation at the base of the neck, at the base of the head. So you get a little bit of play there. Head can rotate all the way around, wiggle side to side. Arm can go up about that far, down about that far, rotate all the way around, wiggle at the bicep. Double jointed elbows, though it only goes to there. So it's double jointed, but it almost feels like a single joint. Hands rotate, bit of a wiggle, stomach.
Ooh, that's got a good one right there.
Quite a bit of play there. I can do a decent split, a solid forward kick, a little bit of a back kick. Has double jointed knees, but gets a bend about that far, straightens about that far. Feet can rotate a little bit forward and back. I'm not going to go over the articulation for everybody unless it seems different on them, but for the most part, everybody's going to be the exact same in terms of posability, which is, again, pretty impressive with these. All right, next I guess we'll go with Gamma.
So is that a new character for this movie or the actual show? Just
the movie.
Okay.
Because if we're going by the manga, he doesn't ever appear in the manga, at least not yet. And then the movie, like I said, it's pretty much only in this movie. And I don't want to get into too many spoiler things. But essentially, they are androids for the Red Ribbon Army, which resemble superheroes. Like, they think they're actually fighting for justice. And this is Gamma 1. There is a Gamma 2, which they're, like, to be honest, they remind me a lot of Ultraman. Especially for, like, the spike here. But they have the little nubs on the side. Eyes look very good. And to be honest, the sculpt's actually pretty well on point. Yeah. Like, usually my go-to for these guys is the figure arts, but, like, more and more they've been released in this Dragon Ball storyline, the more and more I almost feel like they're, like...
More affordable.
Yeah, they're more affordable and look good enough. It's kind of like the Gundam Universe figures where it's like the model kits are great, but you got to put a little bit of effort into them. And the robot spirits look fantastic, but they're expensive and they're a little smaller. And they're like the nice middle ground, which is kind of what I feel like with these guys. They are like a nice middle ground where they're affordable, but they look and pose really well. Like for the most part, like I mentioned, he's pretty much going to be the same as Piccolo, except you got the cut here for the elbow region here is a little bit lower. And then the legs here, while this actually is not connected, you can't go that crazy of like doing splits and then forward and back kicks, which I would say is the big negative.
I think kind of the...
but then again, you get a better knee bend because of the outfit.
The outfit definitely hinders the leg movement.
Yeah, it's mainly here. Like, this actually doesn't do anything to the articulation, which is nice. Rest of the detailing, you got the 1 on the chest here. You got the 8 buttons. Same with the cape. It's just a red solid plastic, but it looks pretty solid overall. Nice little skirt going on. We got the gun holster here, which speaking of, you get his little shark-looking blaster, which has the red on top. Got the number 1 logo. Which is another thing I thought was kind of cool is they actually use guns in the show. Like, it's not saying that they're doing like they, of course, they do Dragon Ball stuff, but they still, like, guns for them are effective.
Yeah.
Which I don't think has ever really been, like, a thing in Dragon Ball for the most part.
How does that work?
Because, like, the Frieza army had the little blasters, which still didn't really do anything. And then he also comes with a pair of gripping hands for said blaster. I'll be honest, this is probably the best one of the 3. In terms of, like, detailing and... okay, I won't say posability. Goku, I would say, is probably the best posable one. We'll get to him in a second.
Goku always wins, Steve.
I'm sorry, but he's still probably... Like, if I was going to buy, like, this guy, which is, like, available at Target and Walmart if you want the figure arts, I don't feel bad having this next to this.
No, you can't tell that much difference in it.
Yeah, you're still going to get about the same posability out of it, too. And then finally, we have Goku.
How do you have a Dragon Ball Z movie without Goku?
Because they're training. They're training Broly. So it's more Gohan and Piccolo's film.
Oh.
But it's still kind of nice to get a figure of Goku because it's the most popular character from the show. So of course he's kind of like our Batman. Like you always got to have a Batman figure in your superhero figure in their DC lineup. Otherwise,
Or just superhero general.
yeah,
Because it's true, I have a Batman at home for no reason whatsoever.
I got a couple. Anyways, you got the logo on the back here. Same with on the front and side here. Muscle detail. He's not overtly jacked. One thing I will say I don't like about this figure is there's a noticeable color difference.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, which bugs me a little bit because I think it was blue plastic that they painted over top of. So it's a little bit more peachy here than it is on the rest of the arm. But for the rest of it, he's got the orange jumps, or gi, I think is how you say it. The hair looks solid. Eyes, nice and big. And be honest, again, probably one of the better looking just base Gokus they've done. Like he's got that stern Goku look.
He's got that stern Goku hair. It's like, I hate it because it's so noticeable.
But it looks solid. And then for his extra hands, he comes with the Kamehameha hands. Sadly, no Kamehameha, but what do you expect? And then you have the wrapping here, which is done in a softer plastic. And then for his articulation, pretty much the exact same as what you got with Piccolo, even the way the legs bend. It's more 90 degrees than anything with the double joint, but you get a better bend at the elbow. And for some quick comparisons, here we have the Dragon Ball Star superhero figures compared to some other Dragon Ball Star figures with Frieza and Ultra Instinct Goku. And here they are with some more Dragon Ball Star figures with Cell and Bardock Super Saiyan. And here they are some SH Figure Arts figures with Piccolo and Cooler. And here they are with some other lines that I enjoy from Bandai with the Gundam Universe figures with these custom Sandrock that I actually currently have on my Etsy from Gundam Wing and the RX-78. If you guys want to see, well, I got the camera kind of angled, but anyways, there's better pictures on the Etsy, but this is actually available for sale. And here they are, some Lightning Collection Power Rangers figures with the Street Fighter X Power Rangers Morph Ken and Cammy. And then a line that doesn't get enough love, I feel, is the Mega House Dragon Ball Gals figure of both versions of the Chi-Chis, with the China dress and the kid outfit version, which I'm still trying to hunt down. I needed, what, Sheila and Android 21 in a lab coat. But much harder than expected. So overall for the Dragon Ball Star Superhero Wave 1 figures, these things are sweet. Personally, my favorite is Gamma, then probably Piccolo, and then Goku's probably my least favorite. Mainly just because the shoulder area kind of bugs me a bit. Well, the other two don't really have like a noticeable flaw.
Yeah.
Then, compared to figure arts, I think they stand up pretty well next to them.
Yeah, if you have to buy one, I would go with these ones just because they're more affordable, cheaper.
Yeah, granted, it's mostly the same company that does all of these anyway, so it's not like you're hurting one way or the other. If you're going to buy just one, I would say Gamma's probably the way to go. Like if you're collecting your figure arts, but you want to save maybe not buying the premium version of Gamma.
I don't know, Piccolo looks pretty good.
Yeah, the Piccolo's really solid too. Like I'm glad to have him. Like he's going to stand on my display for sure. Next to all the figure arts ones, because currently I'm just kind of collecting Piccolo. It's like the female characters, Piccolo. I kept Cooler because he was my favorite villain.
Metal Cooler.
I'll buy Metal Cooler.
I would buy a Metal Cooler. I had that on DVD.
Regular Cooler is my favorite Cooler, but it's one of those things like if I have that Cooler, I gotta have the other one.
I had that movie on DVD somewhere. I don't know.
It is what it is. But yeah, no, these are great. They're about $25 to pick up on average, which I think for what you get is a really solid offering. But what do you guys think? If you guys picked up these figures, what's your favorite Dragon Ball Star figures? Or is that just figure arts? Just more you think? Please let us know in the comments. We also have an Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys, like keep up to date with channel donate. We greatly appreciate it. It helps us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a Ranger today. See you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh yeah, if you guys like to pick these up, link in the description for Entertainment Earth. Gotta remember that one.
Yeah.
Go buy them. They're sweet. And help support the channel. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.